I remember the day that I went full-time as a professional mobile DJ. It was it was in a flurry. It was a rage-based quitting from a large job where I was making about $250,000 a year in the restaurant business. I should, if I wanted to make money, have stayed in that position, but honestly I was unhappy. And when I quit and became a full-time mobile DJ, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I had no idea what it was going to take to be able to make the kind of money necessary to be able to live in this world. So I learned the hard way. I made all the mistakes. So when I hear people ask me, I want to go full-time, how do I do that, Bill? Well, I do my best to make sure they get it. So right now, I'm going to do a little bit of that for you. Once again, I'm Bill Herman. This is the Creative License Podcast. Thanks for listening again. As always, sponsored by the Entertainment Experience Workshops and Seminars. And you want to know more about those, it's entertainment-experience.com. So, going full-time. You want to go full-time? Okay, here's something you need to know. If you've got a full-time job already that pays you, and you have a house, and you've got a car, and you've got a family, you've got kids, you're doing well, and then the DJ business is giving you some extra money, that's great. Okay, but if you want to make the DJ business your number one priority, the thing that you do only and pays all these bills, you need to look at the salary you're making now, bringing home from that full-time job, and if it's $60,000, you have to now triple that. You heard me. You need to triple that, because in what's happening on the job that you're in is they are taking a third of the money they're making because you're a part of it, 2/3 rather, and they're putting it back into the business, and the other third becomes your salary, becomes the thing that they pay you. So you're making about a third of what you're creating and building into the business. So you need to at least figure that whatever you are making, if you want to make the same amount of money, at least, you might not want to make the same amount of money you were at the other job, you need to figure out that you need to bring in triple that, because 2/3 of your money is going to go back into your business. And so now how do you do that? You can do it slowly. A lot of guys will start DJing, and then they'll spend a little money in some advertising, and they'll get a few gigs, and they'll get a few more gigs. And once they have, a certain amount of gigs, they'll cut back at work a little bit. So they're kind of putting their toe in the water. Well, the people that have been the most successful, the quickest going full-time with any business are the people that put together a business plan to understand how it was going to work and what kind of cash flow and money they were going to have to make over the first year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, put that together, and then go to a bank. Okay, every restaurant that I ever had to open or helped to open didn't open up on a shoestring and then see how many sandwiches we sold to be able to make a little more sandwiches the next week. They went, we need to make an X amount of sandwiches, and we need to pay X amount of people. We have this amount of stuff that we need to do. So now what do? Well, you got to go get a loan that will keep you in business for at least the first 2 years so that you can fail, because you're gonna fail a lot. Okay, you want to not fail? Get a bigger loan and put a much bigger chunk of that into marketing and advertising, so that the advertising and the marketing brings lots into you right away. What you need to do mostly, and I'm trying to keep this short because it's a short podcast, there's a lot of things you need to worry about, but the first thing you need to worry about is your money and your expenses and how much money you need to have to live. And if you don't know that, then you will not be a full-time DJ for very long. You'll go back to that full-time job much quicker than you think. There's lots of resources out there, lots of people that can help you. There's even a Small Business Association helps you with those sorts of things as well. Reach out to someone who's successful and go and do it for real. What do you think about this? Write it in the podcast notes below. Send me a note, bill@billherman.com. Or go be full-time, man. Go all in. Make your mistakes, fail, and do it right. If you need some help or want some questions, don't be afraid to call me. I'm Bill, and I'll see you next time on the Creative License Podcast.